Welcome to a new Adobe Illustrator assignment called Contour Lines with the Blend tool. This is kind of my finished version. I've also got one where I have an outline. I just added the outline. The clipping mask we're not going to worry about. You already know how to do that with the eyes. You can draw those teeth. I did use a clipping mask around the teeth so they can fit in there. And then I've got some simple lines. But for the most part, I'm going to show you a couple different choices on how to work with the blend tool. I did add some individual lines like these little short ones here. I didn't use the blend for. But for the most part, I used the blend tool. So you don't have to draw every line. You can see this whole piece is done with a blend tool. Setup. What do we do for setup? The first thing for setup, I'm going to turn all the visibility of all the layers off except for the black. I have a layer where I just did a rectangle and I made it black. You can use a letter size or you can use bigger than that. So that's easy for you to do. Then I found an image. You probably want to choose an animal. I think an animal works great for this, but it doesn't necessarily have to be an animal. It could be a person as well. Choosing something that is a symmetrical look. So if it's a side view, you got to do everything. But here I was able to do half of it, then copy and paste. I'm going to show you two different methods that you can use to work on this. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm just going to start on this ear. Everything else is locked. And I'm just going to kind of go, I want to go zigzag. So it wasn't like clear and not like totally uniform. Now, once I do that, there's a couple things I need to set up. I want to set up the style. So you can use this style, and you can't see anything till I go till about 2 point. And then suddenly you can see it's thinner on this edge, thicker in the middle. If I change to this one, then it's kind of starts thin, gets thicker, then it gets thin, then it gets thicker. You can do this one. So this is the line style. You can choose that one where it starts thick on one edge and then gets thinner as it goes. So for this one, I'm choosing this, but you need to learn how to choose this. Then we're going to go just with a basic brush, and then I chose a 2 point. So then I click, and I'm just going to use a simple click, click, and click in the middle. And then I'm going to grab the two pieces, and I'm going to go Object, Blend, and Blend Make. Now the Blend Make comes up with whatever it is. We have to do the blend options to decide how many specified steps. So I'm going to go to Object and Blend Options. And then I'm going to change it to specified steps. And I'm going to say 5. And if you click away and then click on this, it'll tell you. So then I could try 4 and then click away and click back on it. And then it updates for us with a preview. So I think I'm going to say OK. And so that looks pretty good. And you can see it gradually goes from a smooth line to a thick to more jagged and more jagged. So that one looks pretty good. So what I would normally do is just go Control C and Control V, right click, transform, reflect, and I'm going to say OK. And then that could go here on a symmetrical face. But I want to show you a different method to do it. I'm going to take a pen tool and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to click. And then I'm going to go to 2 point. And I'm going to click on the line to make sure that I have my style shown. And then I got basic. Now from here, I'm going to draw a couple lines that I'm going to be less and less and less jagged with it. So then I'm going to do a new one here. And I'm just going to go. So you can see I'm not as jagged. Then I'm going to click away. Then I'm going to do another one. And then I'm going to click away, and I'm going to do a click. So that's a totally smooth one. So now I've got 4 lines. So then what I could do, and I could have done this with 3 lines, and then I'm going to go Object, Blend, and Blend Make. And you can see it automatically puts one in between. And we could still go to the Blend and Blend options. And so it says smooth color, but if I go specified steps and 1, it does the same thing. And you go, okay. So this one is still, like this one's very slowly going from exactly the same, and this one's a little less uniform. So as well, I can move into this one, and same with the other one. I can grab a white arrow tool, and I can take any one of these points, and so maybe this one's a little tight and not enough space in between. So I could go here and move that out, and let's say I want to move this point. So you can't move the blend ones. You can only move the ones that you've drawn. So I could change this one, and I could change that up to up here. And so that lets you modify it more. So you have a chance to do from one to another, but you can also do several steps yourself and then fill in between. So find a picture, draw your contour lines, and remember to think about your contour lines that actually give depth. So you can see how this contour line makes it look like this is taller here. And then we're going down and in and then up again as we go here. So find an image, draw your contour lines. I use several layers. You don't necessarily have to. And remember, if you choose something that's symmetrical, you will be able to copy and paste the other side and then reflect it. Thanks for watching.